Fire department. There's been some comments and commentary that it's not fundable after, say, 3 years. So it's very exciting to be standing on our own, improve response time, reduce bureaucracy and efficiency, but is it fundable in 3 to 5 years horizon?
Right now, yes. Belmont did a very brave move, and they're standing alone in a situation that was untenable with San Carlos. And, you know, in the near future, and that may be even 5 to 10 years, depending on technology, probably more than anything else, not so much personnel, we can stand alone and do this. But in the future, 10 years out, 10 to 20 years out, we need to put together a regional plan for our fire operations here in South County, because the technologies have become very costly for both communications and also for firefighting.
I believe in the short term it is fundable, in the longer term it's not. That's why I think that we need to look after a grace period of looking towards regionalizing the system.
So I agree with David. There is a surplus in the fire protection district now. However, having your own department costs more than it did when it was bound to San Carlos. I don't know when the surplus will burn out. 3 years, 4 years. Longer term, I think it makes more sense to get economies of scale if you have a regional approach. And frankly, the people who call 911 aren't looking at the decal on the door of the fire truck.
I think for the short term, we were very well funded. When San Carlos sent us the dissolution letter, I was mayor, and I had a lot of conversations with the then interim city managers, and they have a lot of ideas. So there are a lot of ideas in the hopper about what to do when we, if we do start to reach the limits of our budget. However, no matter what we do, if we decided to share parts of the services with other neighboring cities, what I think we don't want to do, I don't totally agree that nobody cares who comes to your door. Belmont is a very unique place. I live in a hilly area, and I know there's a potential fire right around the corner from my house. If we had people that didn't really know our neighborhood, that were the actual firefighters, weren't there all the time, it could have been a real tragedy. And it wasn't, because they knew that they couldn't go up that driveway because it was too steep, so they went around and they went through. So it's really important to look at that. And again, our town is really hilly. That's one of the physical limitations we have. And I don't think we ever want to regionalize the firefighters themselves.
Just a quick rebuttal on that is, I'm not talking about a team of outsiders coming in. We had Belmont, San Carlos Fire Department, we had fire stations here and in San Carlos, and we have fire stations here with the new department. So these are not people who don't know the city, just because they work with a joint fire protection organization.